Good morning, students. Welcome you all in your class of English. It's just your class. We are discussing this week different types of questions from the story, and today we have some more questions from the same chapter, homesickness. This is the third part of the video of this week, and we are going to conclude the exercise with some more questions, and at the same time with question answers we have some more grammar based questions, that is grammar and uses, words in use, regular columns, regular topics of your exercise in every chapter. And I do know that helps you a lot in improving your language, in reaching your spoken, written both, and so it's advisable for all of you to take care, learn, and give proper attention. Let us see what are some questions that is here left. In third question you have here, then I slipped in the clincher. Here this is the statement from the story, an extract from the story, and you are just quite familiar with such like questions, extract based question. So this is also an extract from the story by the speaker, the boy who is the central character of the story. Then I slipped in the clincher. What was the clincher? That's the question. What was the clincher? The clincher was the speaker's false report to the matron that he had been sick all morning. That was clincher. The statement, the report that he gave to matron that he was sick all morning, that is here clincher. There is more question related to clincher. Let's see what is that. What do you think the word clincher means? Here the word clincher means the final argument or statement that would decide the case. The final statement the boy gave to matron was what to decide the case only. What was the case? The case was the boy wanted to go back home, and for that he had made a plan. So this statement was just for the plan to be succeeded. And let us see further. It is because the speaker said that he had been sick that the matron finally began to believe him. Very clear what is clincher here means. Here in the story we have here question. Life is tough, and the sooner you learn how to cope with it, the better for you. It the better for you. And you remember this statement is of the doctor. Dr. Dunbar told the boy when he caught that the boy was faking, he was telling lie about the appendicitis, that he was suffering from pain and he had any problem in appendicitis. So when he caught and the boy accepted, Dr. Dunbar told him this sentence. Question is here for you. Why did Dr. Dunbar say this to speaker? Why did Dr. Dunbar tell this to the speaker, to the boy? Do you think after this incident he would face a similar situation differently? What would you do if faced with a similar situation? This is not about the boy only. This is what here some references given to you. This situation is created for you. How would you really face this situation? Dr. Dunbar said this because he had understood that the speaker had lied and pretended to be sick in order to come back home. He understood that the boy had pretended, acted, dramatized all that here incident so that the matron, the doctor, and authority of the school would feel that the boy was in severe pain and it was better for them to send him back home. He knew that the speaker may be homesick again or face other problems at school, but he had to be strong and face them bravely. Doctor thought that he might face similar question at school or some other question, here problem, but he wanted to teach him how to face, how to cope with the problem, telling him that life is tough, life is full of problems. At every step we have challenges, we have problems, and we have to pass through our test, we have to pass through examination. And that's why this was what an encouragement, a lesson for the boy by Dr. Dunbar to face the situation. Yes, after this incident, the speaker would be able to bear his homesickness more bravely, as there are several parts of the question, and so the answers are also differently according to the part of question. This part is of the question, do you think after this incident he would face a similar situation differently? The answer is of that part, yes, after this incident the speaker would be able to bear his homesickness more bravely, and he would not be so miserable and would not try so hard to come back home. He would try how to tackle, how to cope with the problem that he would face in his life. And that's why doctor taught him the lesson. Let us see the another one, that is here grammar and uses. Grammar and uses, you know, that's very important, and in every chapter you have been given. So it is quite suggested to all my dear students, so practice them, do in your book. We are sending every time through video, explaining that in the class we explain, we dictate you. So those who remain absent during that class, please you write down in your book, complete that one in book and practice regularly so that you cannot miss them in examination. Complete these sentences with the correct forms of the base verbs in the brackets. That base verb is given in the bracket at last of each sentence. What will be its proper and correct form to be filled in the blank to suit the sentence and make meaningful sentence. This is what to do here in this exercise. We must learn to look for the meaning in poems. You can see here the word hide, that is the base form of verb. Hide is the base form, and from that hide we make different forms. It is first form, that is called base form, you may write here. Second, third, hide, hid, hidden, hides, etc. So in the blank will be hidden. We must learn to look for the hidden meaning in the poems. In every poem, the word is not used in a simple way, in a plain way normally as we mean. There may be some different ways, subtle meaning, some secret meaning, some different way used. So that is called hidden meaning. It is surprising that Grandpa came to watch my play. It is surprising. The surprising is from word surprise, that is the base word verb that is given in the bracket at last of sentence. And its correct form is here in the sentence surprising. It is surprising that Grandpa came to watch my play. The horror film we watched last night was so frightening, from frighten verb, frightening. The horror film we watched last night was so frightening. You know frightening meaning, horrible. Next one is here, the students who are interested, from base verb interest, that is at last of sentence in the bracket, and here will be interested. The students who are interested can sign up for the quiz club. Fifth one, the verb at last of the sentence is relax. That is base form, first form. Here in the sentence will be he was very relaxed after the interview ended. Next one, that is sixth sentence. She told me such an exciting story every day. That exciting word is from excite verb, that is base form, and in the sentence will be exciting. She told me such an exciting story yesterday. These were some of the questions, and we will have some more questions that I will discuss in the class. I am sure you must have understood them all, and that will be very beneficial for your examination. So students, I hope that you all will complete these exercises, all the question answers in the copy and these exercises in your book, and you will practice and learn again and again. Thank you very much students being with me. Thank you.